Imagine a world where you can hop into a car, tell it where you want to go, and then sit back and relax while it takes you there. No need to worry about traffic, parking, or driving skills. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, not anymore. Self-driving cars are already here, and they're revolutionizing transportation as we know it. But how do these cars work? How can they navigate complex and dynamic environments without human input? And what are the benefits and challenges of this technology? In this video, we will explore the science behind self-driving cars, how they see, think, and act on the road. Before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more amazing content. Let's get started. How do autonomous cars see? Self-driving cars rely on a combination of hardware and software to perceive their surroundings and locate themselves in the world. They use sensors to detect and measure distances to objects around the car, including other vehicles, pedestrians, buildings, signs, and traffic lights. The types of sensors vary from car maker to car maker and typically involve radar, LiDAR, or optical cameras. Radar uses radio waves to bounce off objects and measure their distance and speed. LiDAR uses laser pulses to create a 3D map of the environment. Optical cameras capture images and videos of the scene. Each sensor has its advantages and limitations. For example, radar can work well in bad weather conditions, but has low resolution. LiDAR can provide high-resolution 3D data, but is expensive and sensitive to dust and rain. Cameras can recognize colors and shapes, but have trouble in low-light situations. To overcome these limitations, self-driving cars use multiple sensors of different types and combine their data to create a more accurate and robust representation of the world. This process is called sensor fusion. For example, Tesla Autopilot uses 8 cameras around the car to provide a 360-degree view of the surroundings. General Motors and Toyota use LiDAR to complement their cameras and radar systems. Some cars also use ultrasonic sensors along the wheels to detect curbs and other ground-based obstacles. How autonomous cars think. But seeing is not enough. Self-driving cars also need to understand what they see and make decisions based on that information. This is where software comes in. Self-driving cars use complex algorithms and machine learning to process and analyze the data from the sensors and plan routes and actions accordingly. Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that enables computers to learn from data and improve their performance over time. Machine learning algorithms can be trained on large datasets of real-world scenarios to recognize patterns and make predictions. For example, a machine learning algorithm can learn to identify different types of objects on the road, such as cars, bikes, pedestrians, or animals. Machine learning can also help self-driving cars plan their trajectories and maneuvers based on their goals and constraints. For example, a machine learning algorithm can learn to optimize the speed, distance, and safety of the car while following traffic rules and avoiding collisions. Machine learning is not static. It's constantly evolving as more data is collected and processed by self-driving cars. This means that self-driving cars can get smarter and better over time as they encounter new situations and learn from them. How autonomous cars act. Finally, self-driving cars need to act on their decisions and execute their plans. This is where actuators come in. Actuators are devices that convert electrical signals into physical movements. They control the steering wheel, brakes, accelerator, lights, horn, and other components of the car that affect its motion and behavior. Self-driving cars use feedback loops to monitor their actions and adjust them as needed. Feedback loops are systems that compare the actual output with the desired output and correct any errors or deviations. For example, a feedback loop can measure the speed of the car and compare it with the target speed set by the software. If there's a difference, it can send a signal to the actuator to increase or decrease the acceleration accordingly. Feedback loops help self-driving cars maintain their stability and accuracy in their actions. They also help them react to changing conditions or unexpected events on the road. The levels of autonomy. Not all self-driving cars are created equal. Different levels of autonomy describe how much human intervention is required for a car to operate safely and efficiently. The levels range from 0 to 5, where 0 means no automation at all, and 5 means full automation with no human input. Level 0. The driver completely controls the vehicle at all times. Level 1. The vehicle has some driver assistance features such as cruise control or lane keeping, but the driver still has to monitor the road and intervene if necessary. Level 2. The vehicle can perform some functions such as steering and acceleration simultaneously under certain conditions, but the driver still has to remain alert and ready to take over at any time. Level 3. The vehicle can handle most driving tasks under certain conditions, such as highways or low speed zones, but the driver still has to be present and able to resume control when needed. Level 4. The vehicle can drive itself under most conditions, but may still require human intervention in some situations, such as bad weather or unmapped areas. Level 5. The vehicle can drive itself under all conditions and does not need any human input or supervision at all. Most of the cars on the road today are at level 0 or 1. Some cars, such as Tesla Model 3 or Audi A8, have reached level 2 or 3. Levels 4 and 5 are still in development and testing, and require special authorization to be allowed on public roads. The benefits and challenges of self-driving cars. Self-driving cars have the potential to transform transportation and society in many ways. Some of the benefits include improved safety. Human error is the leading cause of traffic accidents. Self-driving cars can reduce or eliminate human mistakes such as speeding, distraction, fatigue, or impairment. They can also communicate with each other and coordinate their actions to avoid collisions and optimize traffic flow. Increased efficiency. Self-driving cars can optimize their routes and speeds to save time and fuel. They can also reduce congestion and emissions by sharing rides and parking spaces. They can also enable new modes of transportation, such as robot taxis or delivery drones. Enhanced mobility. Self-driving cars can provide access to transportation for people who cannot or do not want to drive, such as the elderly, the disabled, or the young. They can also offer more comfort and convenience for passengers who can use their travel time for other activities, such as work, entertainment, or relaxation. However, self-driving cars also face many challenges and risks that need to be addressed before they can become mainstream. Some of the challenges include technical limitations. Self-driving cars still struggle with complex and unpredictable scenarios, such as bad weather, poor road conditions, and human behavior. They also depend on reliable sensors, software, and connectivity, which can fail or malfunction due to errors, bugs, or cyber attacks. Ethical dilemmas. Self-driving cars may have to make difficult moral decisions in situations where harm is unavoidable, such as choosing between hitting a pedestrian or a car. They may also raise questions about privacy, accountability, and responsibility for their actions and consequences. Social implications. Self-driving cars may have positive and negative impacts on society and the economy. They may create new jobs and opportunities, but also displace existing ones. They may increase social inclusion, but also reduce human interaction. They may enhance personal freedom, but also challenge social norms and values. Self-driving cars are one of the most fascinating and promising technologies of our time. They combine hardware, software, and artificial intelligence to achieve a level of autonomy that was once unimaginable. They offer many benefits for safety, efficiency, and mobility, but also pose many challenges for technology, ethics, and society. Autonomous cars are not just vehicles. They are agents of change that will shape the future of transportation and beyond. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on science and technology.